In an ancient time, when a terrible evil threatens the land, only one man can save the world.
Say what? Get out of here.
What? What's the meaning of this?
Oh, we'll just take off that broken record.
I say.
Here, hold my earrings while I take this monster down. I've got your back, darling. We just might burn down this town. Oh no, oh yeah. When you're up against a challenge and you need a helping hand, we've got an arsenal of fireballs, steel stilettos, and a catch. Oh yeah.
Hi, my name's Al. I'm your DM for today, and welcome to Here, Hold My Earrings. Today we have Henrietta, Laura, Maddie, Rebecca, and Yvonne. Henrietta?
Hi, I'm Henriette. I'm from Norway, and I play a Kalashtar druid named Dalin.
Laura?
Hey, I'm Laura. I'm from Germany, and I'm playing Byleth, a Dragonborn wizard.
Maddie?
Hi, I'm Maddie from the US, and I play a dwarven wizard named Satina.
Yvonne?
I'm Yvonne. I'm from Canada, and I play Cracker, who's a half-orc barbarian.
Alrighty. So, Henrietta, would you like to lead us in a recap of last week's events?
I think you forgot Rebecca.
I was just
I'm so
gonna
sorry.
be like, it's fine.
I skipped over Rebecca. Yeah, no,
No.
that was I am so sorry. Rebecca, that is not some subconscious or conscious message to you in any way. I don't want you to feel like you were forgotten or deliberately left out or,
No, I thought people would realize I was also playing as soon as I talked in the game. But yeah, I'm Rebecca. I'm also from Germany, and I play a human cleric named Orla.
Woo! Yay! Last but not least.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, I was wondering, why does it seem light? So Henrietta.
Yeah. Well, last time we started with, we were going to try and lure the purple worm to our trap, but first we had to kind of coax it out. So me and Pierce, we started headed into a passageway, and after some sniffing and stuff, we found a kind of a little opening with some bones and stuff. And then I felt some trembling, and suddenly it popped up right beside us. And I ran away, as I usually do. And it followed. And we managed actually to spring the trap. Finally, after a lot of planning. And
Yeah, good.
the fight went kind of well. There was a lot of unexpected things happening. We summoned a unicorn. We summoned a robot. We got mute. Someone couldn't talk for a while.
Still can't talk.
So it took a while. It took the whole session to kill the purple worm, but we did it. And now we are going. Oh, and of course, Cracker got swallowed again, as she always does with such animals. But she cut herself out, managed to do it all by herself. And
Look, she's a big girl.
yeah, she's a big girl.
I'm a big girl now.
And now we are going to dissect the worm. Well, we are going to try to dissect the worm. So, not very much to tell from last time. It was just a lot of fighting and running around, screaming in fear. And Orla kept her distance a long way away.
While lighting up the worm.
Yeah.
Nice pepper light.
Yeah.
Somebody has to survive to tell the story.
Yep.
True.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent recap. Thank you very much, as always, Henrietta. So Pierce will look at the purple worm carcass. He does a little walk around the entire body, and he says, "Well, now that is a very large purple worm, I'll tell you what. That should not have been so easy to kill. I wonder if this doesn't look very healthy. What's all this black mottled splotchiness all over it?"
Be careful with that. It's not good for you.
And he leans in closely and he sniffs it without touching it. Smells of decay and mold.
Is this the first time you see this kind of mold?
I reckon.
Because
Although we have been hearing some strange things going on in the tunnels. Some of the other creatures we've come across, supposedly from the other ranger reports, have either been acting strangely or erratically or just dying on the spot. What do you know about it?
well, it's what can I say? Demon mold. It's from a demon. She's kind of spreading it.
Demon mold, you say?
Yeah.
Now, that's a new one.
Oh,
I have not heard of demon mold. Is it contagious? Is it dangerous?
can be. We kind of haven't figured out exactly what it does because it does a lot of different things. It made a minotaur smarter, but also made some other creatures more dangerous, erratical. So it's hard to say what it does exactly.
Mm.
So be careful
And he
around it.
pushes back the brim of his hat. And he scratches his forehead. Well, we need to cut out some organs and try to harvest what we can from this. There's no point letting this sacrifice go to waste. And I'm going to ask all of you if you wouldn't mind to go in there. And I'll give you instructions, but I'll ask you to do the tough work. Normally, it would have been my partner, Crystal. But as I said, I haven't seen her for some days now. She's the more experienced in terms of field craft. I'm more of a researcher who's been drafted into the field work as a result of the shortage of gnome power. I'm not really sufficiently experienced enough to handle all the dangers in there. Obviously, there's going to be some acid, since this is a large creature that dissolves all manner of material just by swallowing it and expelling it. Only the toughest gems survive the process, so you can imagine it's pretty dangerous. But there may also be other things to be aware of. Now, the poison, which I think your barbarian friend there has experienced firsthand, was I don't know how powerful she felt it was, but purple worm poison is the most deadly poison in the Underdark. Some say it's even sought after by wizards and assassins from the surface world, which suggests it could be some of the most powerful poison in the entire world. If I was you, I'd be extra careful, but it would be worth extracting since it's probably quite valuable and certainly has a lot of tactical uses. Now, you can take other things like teeth and blood and even try to collect some of the stomach bile because that can be used for a lot of things such as cleaning. And some say there's even some
Aside from the gems themselves you might find in its intestinal tract someplace, there's even the elusive purple worm pearl, which is not actually a pearl, but it's a kind of a bony organ that can be found inside purple worms if you know where to look. Very hard to discover, but incredibly valuable.
Do we have to do this today, or can we sleep on it?
Well, I suppose we could wait a day. I mean, it's a bit dangerous around here. There's lots of purple worms flying through here, and I'm a ranger, but I wouldn't come out here by myself. Like I said, we weren't really looking for Crystalline Eye. She's much more experienced and much more capable in a fight, and the two of us together weren't going to take on anything more than a small juvenile. Something this big, we would have just jumped out of the way and tried to hide in one of the old worm holes. They tend not to travel through the existing tunnels. They like to dig through new, fresh earth and soil and rock. So one of the safest places you can go is into one of the old tunnels that have already been dug out. But we're not the only ones looking for this. Everybody uses this stuff. The drow, Durgar, even mind flayers who have supposedly some kind of underdark civilization that we haven't even seen. They have it. Dwarves use it. Regular gnomes use it. Everybody uses it. And, purple worm eggs are pretty valuable too. If we had time and more manpower, I'd suggest we go harvest some of the eggs. Like I said, there's a good strategic benefit for Blingden Stone if we can get some of these and raise them ourselves. At a minimum, it'll reduce the amount of surface interventions we would need, and also lower the risk of going out there to scavenge for purple worm glands if we can just farm them in circles. But if you want to take a rest, I can keep watch, or at least part of the time, and I've got good dark vision. I can see probably about 150 feet in the dark. So we can just find a little corner in there and y'all rest up. I would suggest putting out the lights, though. Don't think we need any of those fancy flames and light cantrips that y'all are using. That just makes you a big target.
It's just that I would be a lot more useful if I got some rest.
Well, you and me both, ma'am. Whoever shot me earlier in that fight, that stung. Got me right in the keister.
While
Can't
he's
call me Blue
talking,
Bottom now.
I'd like to try and recover some of this black mold into the moldamite can.
Sure.
While he's talking, to refill my can since Cud decided to eat my can.
Well, the one that is, I actually have a potion of poison resistance. So the one that is going in can actually take that.
I think I'm resistant to poison.
You are?
Yes,
can-
yeah, I'm resistant to poison.
Nice.
Very nice.
I can see poison and disease if you give me like 10 minutes.
Just give me a sec while I gather my information.
Yeah. If I could sleep on it, I could cast protection from poison tomorrow. And I could also cast enhance ability. But not today.
If the poison was somehow cursed, I could help with removing a curse if we take a nap. Well, take a rest, go to sleep.
It was a curse.
I could also purify the meat tomorrow if you wanted to.
Oh, yummy! Get some good old purple worm for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it tastes like chicken.
Nice.
Not that I've ever had a chicken. I hear it's a very exotic creature.
Can
So
I take
exotic.
Can I take a minute to recover my half of my arrows and also Pierce's arrows?
Are you trying to take my crossbow coils?
No,
I'll give
I
you
was
one if you want.
no.
You don't-
I don't need. I was trying to be nice, and while I was looking for mine, I was also gonna just pick up yours to give them to you, so you could, I don't know, focus on this creature.
Oh, that's very kind. Thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
I'm very happy to share some of my quarrels. We can make plenty of them. We've got access to zirkwood, which is that very tough, fibrous mushroom that grows down here in the Underdark. We use it for a lot of construction materials. I hear surface people have something similar. They call it wood.
Yeah, we have.
Oh yeah,
We have some of that.
we have wood.
Hmm.
Yeah, we don't have wood down here. We just have mushrooms and fungi, but it works the same pretty much, I think. You carve it and whittle it and set it on fire. Some of it you can eat when it's real tender. Other times you just use it for construction, something that needs to be carved and not as hard as stone. Now a little later, if you're going to be
He says that to Satina, even though Satina, as a dwarf, is sort of 60% taller than he is.
if you're going to be trying to scrape some of that black mold, you should be careful. I've not seen it before. I don't know what your interactions with it have been in the past, but presumably you haven't gotten it off a purple worm. If you're trying to scrape it off an animal that's already got it, as a biologist, I have to warn you, sometimes the interaction of viruses, molds, and other organisms with another large organism or powerful creature that has its own biomechanical properties or biochemistry unique to it, such as a purple worm with its poisons, could change the actual chemical concentration of this particular liquid or substance you're trying to collect. So I'd just be very careful.
Oh, you know what? That's a really good point. I should
Well,
separate it and then label it that it's a different kind, that it could possibly have different properties.
in fact, that's what we normally do when we're out here in the wild trying to tag some of these.
And he pulls out from a belt in the back that you didn't see. He's got a bit of a utility belt similar to the ones that some of you had fashioned when you were talking to your other friends. And he gives you a special vial that's got a special stopper on it.
We usually use this to collect mucus samples from the purple worm trails so we can keep track of which ones are moving in which direction. They seem to congregate in this part of the Underdark, and they roam for hundreds of miles in circular or spherical pattern, three-dimensionally up and down, east, west, north, south. They pretty much travel anywhere they want, intersecting themselves, intersecting other cultures, chasing after whatever they can eat. Yeah. We do tag a couple of the bigger ones, and we've got some idea of where they're heading. And this is how we keep track of them. So you may want to use this. I don't recognize this fella, so he must be from deep down below. Would explain his size as well. But yeah, just be a little careful. That's if it's tough enough and dangerous enough to affect a purple worm, which is not just large but has exceptionally powerful constitution. I mean, no offense. I've heard great things about the famous dwarven constitution. Y'all can apparently drink other races under the table.
Oh,
But,
yeah. So I've heard.
Yeah, something called White Claw's big thing up there, I heard.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but purple worms are much more powerful, I have to tell you. So if it can take out a purple worm, just imagine what it can do to somebody a bit more humanoid, let's say.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's see.
Use your hand. Your magic hand.
I'm not going to use my hand.
Your magic hand.
Oh, my mage hand.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's my hand. It's like scraping it off. Hooligan.
You could do it. No big deal.
Are you trying to see me go crazy? I don't want to go crazy.
Want to see what happens?
I mean, I am curious to see what happens. you know, purely from a scholarly standpoint to get all the information we can. But that seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I could just use my knife. I mean, just you know,
Can I give you guidance?
if you want to, yeah.
Okay, I will do
you
that.
can do
I
that.
will cast guidance.
And what do you do? What do you say or do when you cast guidance?
I will say, well, bless you. I hope you don't die.
Oh, thank you.
Shanti, make her stay alive, please.
Well, that's probably one of the nicer guidances I've ever heard. My old friend used to cast guidance, but he was a backseat driver, that one. He would just stand over your shoulder and say you're doing it wrong. Right. Well, I'm gonna just step back here. Get out of your way.
All right. So I don't think I have any vials left. Does anybody need a health potion?
He just gave you one.
No, I know. Oh, he just gave me a vial. Okay, cool. My bad.
Well, if I'm going in there, I'm down by half. So
You're down by okay. Well,
I'm
would
down
you
by
like a
half.
health potion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were taking a long
might
rest.
be good.
Yeah, we could
But
take a
that's what I
long
thought we were
rest.
doing too.
Yeah,
We can.
I think we should just rest.
because I'm low too.
Okay, yeah.
Save
do
that
that.
potion.
We just have to be careful. As I said, there are other groups hunting purple worms for similar reasons. Some of them wanted for the pheromones specifically, like I am. But the purple worm is extremely tough to kill, extremely valuable. Therefore, if you do kill one, the pearl, if you can find it, is one of the most valuable gems in the Underdark. If you can get your hands on some egg sacs, they are extremely valuable. So this area, is, I think the one protection we've got is all this Fey's Rest surrounding us, which, as you saw, has some pretty unpredictable effects. But if push comes to shove and we run into some kind of a scavenger party or raiding party, well, let's just say you guys are tough, but if they're tough enough to hunt a full-grown adult purple worm that isn't affected by this black mold, then we could be in for a tough fight. I'm just warning you. So if you want to take a long rest, that's fine. I'll scout for you and protect you a little bit, but if we could get out of here faster, that'd be better.
Would you like
What
some
about-
sort of notice if somebody isn't coming? What would that?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Of
because I can
course.
do that.
All right.
I mean, we
Let's see,
could
is
also do a short rest
Yeah.
if anyone's fine with it. I don't know. I would be fine with it, but I don't know if it would be okay for you, like HP wise. If you could recover enough,
I can recover enough with my
Um,
with a short rest.
I think the point here is that you guys are trying to reconfigure your spells so you can take
Yeah.
advantage of the flexibility you have.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's true,
true.
but
Which we would need to do a long rest for.
Yep.
Sure.
yeah. Or we can just
Which I
risk
think
it
is-
and try.
I think
Yeah.
it's a good idea to reconfigure your spells if you want. You should try it, but it's just a question of, do you want to take that risk? I'm not going to force it. It happens. There are some potential risks, and we're going to let the dice gods decide them for you.
Mm.
Could be cool. Like a
May
challenge.
the dice gods be on our side.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So before we take a rest, I'd like to do alarm.
Mhm.
Ritually, not just,
Yep.
let's see. And I'd like to do it kind of further down the tunnel like a little bit further down the tunnel,
Mm-hmm.
like around here-ish.
Here-ish?
Here-ish.
Okay. You want to draw it? Or I'll
Showa.
give you an alarm. I'll give. What?
I said Showa.
Does anybody understand what that is?
Sure.
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 Is that slang? Is that a new word? I don't understand
I
what.
also didn't understand it.
No, it's just inflection.
Okay. Right.
Um,
Gotcha.
But
Cool.
I drew the box.
Can you have more
You
than
drew the box.
one active?
No,
You can't?
I also have
I don't think so.
We do because maybe put one. Where did we come in? Wasn't it up here?
Didn't we like?
Yeah, we dropped in or something.
Yeah, we dropped in.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
It doesn't.
Right.
So just to be clear, I know it's not clear on the spell, but when you cast the spell, you designate creatures that won't set off the alarm. You can also choose whether the alarm is mental or audible. Alarm within 1 mile, the ping awakens you. Now, it doesn't specify that you can cast more than one, but this is one of those cases where the omission is the information. So in a spell such as, can somebody post Unseen Servant?
I don't have it.
Might be it's a wizard spell. There we go. Thank you. Where does it say that spell performs existing once in each certain perform tasks? Is that really right? Or how about light?
Okay.
I know somebody's got light.
Or last turn.
Yeah. So in here, right, if you see this section in the middle, the spell ends if you cast it again or dismiss it as an action.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I can double check on alarm. I always played it as you can cast as many as you want, but you're limited ultimately by how many spell slots you use, or if you're casting alarm as a cantrip, it still takes you 10 minutes plus per cast.
Right.
So, and you don't really, I mean, how many do you really need ultimately, right? If you're going to overdo it and set up like 10 alarms, unless you're sending them out 10 miles each from every single direction, So as far as I'm concerned, you can have as many as you want because it doesn't specify that it automatically dismisses the previous ones.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I could set up like a 20-foot cube over here where we
Yeah.
dropped in.
Yep,
Okay.
sure. But it'll take you 11 minutes per cast. So by the time you're done, if you're going to do, 4 or 5 of them, this one is just for this area. But there are, just because this is a 2-dimensional map, but there are vertical tunnels coming in and out of these caverns as well, right? You guys fell in around here. So if I'm going to draw, it kind of was around here. Can you all see that? And
circle?
yeah. And the one that attacked, not that the rest of you have seen it, but the one that, this one that you've just defeated popped up through the ground here where Henrietta was examining, right, further down. So you have to think of this in 3-dimensional spherical terms and not just 2-dimensional map terms.
Okay. So what we could do is we can set up a couple in this area over here to try and close out this choke point. And then search for any other tunnels or such off to the sides. See if there's anything that needs to have an alarm as well.
Like the use of the word choke point. Whew.
So Are there any tunnels or such on the sides over here? On either of these sides that we can see?
Sorry, are there any what?
Like tunnels
Oh,
that like
yeah.
possibly
So
could need an alarm or such.
sure. I will draw them out for you. Here's
Thank
another
you.
one. There seems to be one here. Now this one is, let me, actually, I'm going to change the color. This one is from the ground. This is from sort of beneath you. The red ones are from
Mhm.
above you.
Okay.
And this one is from beneath as well. Okay.
Okay.
So you've got one from beneath, this one is from beneath, and the other 3 red ones are all from above.
Okay.
So it's more of a cavern than it is, sort of a safe area.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'll get started on setting alarms for those. If there's anything else that somebody else wants to do, while I do that.
I can help you with the alarms.
Sick.
And just
So,
as a reminder, the
time.
unseen servant also, there's no limit. I mean, it only lasts for an hour, so if you are casting it ritually, by the time you get to 6 or 5, you'll be done. You'll be recasting the existing one. But if you think about it, you could be a wizard that casts Unseen Servant a couple of times, either ritually or as a spell slot, and they're just doing all the housework for you in your wizard tower.
Mhm.
Cool. So you guys are casting alarms. That's great. I like it. Good teamwork. Anything else anybody else is doing preparatory wise?
I'll take a watch.
Okay.
If we are taking a long rest, I'm going to cast Goodberry again.
Nice. Now, if you guys want to think about strategies, you can do that now. Like hey, next time we get into a combat, why don't I throw one of you guys at the Yeah, Rebecca, did you want to say
No,
something?
sorry. No, I actually forgot where it was. Sorry.
Cool.
Oh yeah, no. Actually, one thing I was thinking is so Byleth, I know you can hold people when they are with your web spell, right?
I don't think so. I thought with my levitate spell maybe.
Someone would weren't you the one who would cast these like spider webs?
Yeah, I can do that. Ha.
Okay. And so they're kind of held. So I was thinking if we ever, I don't know how useful it would be now to prepare this now, but if we like get into a situation where we would encounter someone who casts spells, I can use silence, but I can only use it on an area. So if you then hold this person there with your web, they couldn't actually use any magic against us. That might be worth preparing if we run into any spellcasters.
Yeah.
True.
Good strategy. And you guys feel free to post the actual spell descriptions so you can read it and check each other's work, but that's a good idea.
So for me, that would be this one.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
silence, yeah.
I always have web prepared. It's really useful.
And the point that Rebecca is making, which is excellent, is that you have to cast silence on a point. So you can't, in older editions, you could cast it on a person. So you could screw up an enemy spellcaster by casting it on their armor or casting it on their person, and then they can't run around and escape the silence spell. Basically, they have to try to fight you hand to hand. Which if you're fighting a wizard and they can't fight physically, it was a good way to sort of nerf the wizard. But nowadays, pretty much anybody can get out of it just by running out of it. But Rebecca's point is that if you cast web and they get stuck there, then they're basically screwed. Yeah, I
True.
like that. Good point. I feel like that web description in the spell there, Laura, could use a little editing because the original one looks a little bit. Not only does it not say web for some reason, it also, which is the Roll20 fault, not yours, but it looks a little bit hard to read. If we have a
Alright.
moment, yeah, cool. All right, nice, good thinking there, Rebecca. Well done. Any other thoughts? Any other preparations? Where do you guys want to actually do your camping, your physical camping?
Maybe around here or something. So we have cover
Yeah,
from
that's what I was
lots of-
thinking.
yeah, and we have cover from
Lots
here
of crystals.
and also
cut.
here.
Can we move the purple worm to give us some cover?
You want to touch it?
Or is it too heavy?
Yeah, aside from the whole "do you want to touch it" kind of thing, which I think is a
Oh,
very
yeah.
good point. But no, aside from that, it would be Pierce will say, there is a purple worm that has been dragged back to Blingdenstone and turned into a tavern.
Okay.
But that one died very close to Blingdenstone, and it took the entire population to move it.
So, in other words, no, we can't move it.
Well, I mean, looking at Cracker, I don't want to underestimate what your group of friends can do, but I mean, give it a go if you want.
And he looks at you. Remember, this thing is, over 10 feet in diameter, and it's 40 feet long.
Mhm.
Oh, Cracker's
we
strong.
Cracker's strong.
Yeah. I just
Cracker's
run my
gonna give her
hands through my hair.
Sniff your
Gonna-
I
armpits.
don't think so.
Does Cracker sniff her armpits when she psychs herself up?
Yeah, but she's not sniffing her armpits right now. She's just like spiking her hair with the goo that's still on her body.
Nice. It's just product.
You know.
People pay good money for this up in Surface World. Yeah, the price of hair gel's gone through the roof.
So anyway, if y'all gonna take a little rest, I might have a kip first, and then I'll take the second watch. Of course, it doesn't
I'll
really
take-
get light and dark down here, so it's all the same. But
Well, wake me up. I'll take third watch then.
all right, you gonna put out that light?
Yes, I was going to first get comfortable in my bedroll, and I will actually grip my shield as I'm sleeping.
Oh, good. Yes. Are you guys taking off your armor? Getting a good night's rest?
I'm
We've
not
never
taking
really
off my
had-
armor.
We've never really had to role play it, but it's probably
I'm
a good idea to start doing it.
I'm sleeping in my light armor,
All
so
right.
that's not too bad, I would think. But yeah, I'm taking off the light spell as soon as I'm comfortable. Like like sometimes when you roll over in bed and then you turn over and you just turn off your night lamp. That's what I'm doing now.
You actually make the clicking sound,
Yes.
or do you just clap like the clapper? Just
I snip my fingers.
Very nice. It's a snapper.
it's hilarious. Okay. And the light goes off. So Satina's gonna stand guard down there, huh? All by herself.
Oh, by myself.
Hey, I'm just saying, if things go south, you're all the way down there by yourself. That's all.
Come near me. At least you can kick me awake.
Yeah, did we establish the watches? I think
I said I take third. He's taking second.
I can
okay.
do
So
a watch because I can't see. I have good perception, but can't see shit down here. So
yeah,
Out
I'll do
light.
first watch. That's fine.
Well,
no.
technically, the purple worm is blind, so it just senses movement and has the tremor sense as well. So
Well,
it's all up to you if you can see things or can't see things.
I can't feel shit either. I don't have those senses.
I can take watch with someone else and gives a bit of light around us, but not much.
That's okay. I got dark vision.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so you two are out here.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Poops and Pool, the Shrika, and Sponge will cuddle up back there. Let's all roll a D100. Ooh.
Is that how much we snore?
Orla, you're so loud. An 80.
Decibel.
She
And it like
has a
reverberates with her
Or-
shield.
Orla suffers from a deviated septum, so
I'm sorry, Orla.
how does Orla's snore sound? I should let Rebecca roleplay this out.
Oh god, no. like just but a very gentle, like up and down, like something very rhythmic that kind of puts the rest a bit to sleep.
No, like a spring glade, like the
That's what you
wind
think.
whistling through the rushes of a spring glade.
That's
That's
what
how
I
she
like to
thinks
think.
that she snores. But really, it's like a deep tremor that just reverberates throughout all of us.
Like every snorer. I don't snore.
Yeah, exactly.
like the bass standing next
Yeah.
to the speakers while the bass is going on in a Metallica concert. You're just like, you don't even hear it anymore. It's just like your teeth are chattering in your head.
Yeah, and we never have to wonder where Orla is sleeping because we can just find her immediately.
Tonto sticks his head down to the ground. Me hear him white woman snoring. Which I know is a horrible stereotype. I'm making a joke about the actual TV show, The Lone Ranger. Okay. Okay, folks. So you guys go to sleep. Roll perception checks for me, por favor.
Okay. Perception is the first P. Oh, that's a 10.
You know, I'm on third watch. Do you want mine now?
I just want everybody to do it all at once. Yeah.
Only those who
Oh,
keep
good
watch,
lord.
or everyone?
Oh, if you're not keeping watch, then you don't need to roll perception.
My perception is 0.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. You can't sense anything beyond your own snoring. Your own snoring drowns out everything else. It's like a white noise machine. While Byleth is keeping watch. Oh, Byleth doesn't have dark vision either. So is Byleth
No.
actually helping with keeping watch? Okay, right. You rolled before I said it. That's fine, no problem.
Yeah.
So only 2 of you actually have dark vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly.
You two don't see anything. The rest of you are busy sleeping or doing whatever you normally do, prepping your spells. Pierce sneaks up behind the 2 of you. You don't even notice he's there until he suddenly sort of taps you both gently on your calves. And he's crouching down. And you look at him and he gives you the finger to the mouth symbol that suggests quiet. And he gives you a hand signal. It looks like 5 and 5. And then he points down towards the tunnels that Satina set the alarms in. And he puts his 2 index fingers up by his ears. And he uses a knife hand gesture, slashing across his body twice. And then he puts his finger back up to his lips again.
And Cracker looks at Satina, eyebrows raised. Huh?
and put my finger up to my lips. And I'm gonna
Okay,
like
I
crouch
can
down.
Okay, and I'm gonna very quietly, ready my great axe.
Okay. Yeah. You slide it out of your sheath really carefully.
Yeah. So this is before I've had a long rest, right?
Well, this is when you're on your watch.
Okay.
So
So I've had my long rest. Okay.
Yep.
Phew.
The rest of the sounds they go away. Well, you don't hear anything. Pierce is the only one who seems to have picked up on this. And he's had his rest as well. Sorry, what did you want to say, Maddie?
Does that mean that my rest got interrupted since I was the first watch and this is happening on the third?
Yes, you're not complete yet. Yep.
Okay, just want to make sure.
No problem. So he squats there for a while, and then he gives you both a hand sign, points at himself, holds up 2 fingers, and then above his face, and then he points them down and moves them back and forth like he's walking. And then he signals back to himself and he does a circle and he stalks off into the darkness. And as soon as he disappears into the darkness, you can't even see him anymore.
Freaky.
He literally just moves sort of 10 feet out of your range and then he's gone.
Shouldn't I be able to see him?
Mm-mm.
You can't.
He's one with the darkness.
Okay.
A few minutes later, he reappears behind Cracker and he says,
Well, I think that was a close call. I'm pretty sure that was a drow party. Can't tell what they were after. Probably in the tunnels looking for purple worm eggs. But it's lucky they didn't sense this carcass, otherwise they might have come over here looking for some of the goodies that we're about to harvest. It's good that y'all kept quiet. If things kick off, remember, go for the spellcasters. They're much more dangerous than just the old cannon fodder drones, as we like to call them.
Oh. Thanks.
It's okay. You're very strong, Cracker.
Oh, I didn't mean you. I'm saying with the drow specific. You know, for a lady with big thighs like yours, you do have a sensitive side, I must say. My goodness, if I had known. Whew. I'm going to come over here and talk to you.
I'm gonna pat his arm and then lay back down and go back to sleep.
right. Well, he's so short relative to you that like you patting his arm is like either you have to squat down or you're basically patting him on the head like a child.
He's like, don't crush my hat. Got it just the right shape. Right. Well, if we're all ready.
And he looks around and, you know, people are starting to wake up now. Satina, you've had your 8 hours of beauty rest. Your beard is all bushy and looks healthy again.
Love that.
Yeah, Violet didn't even get to use the 20 portent, did she?
No.
I know.
But it's alright.
Oh, you got a
might
1.
come in handy. Yeah.
1's definitely going to be useful for something.
Mm.
And you attempt to extract the acid sac. 1!
Then I turn evil. I go against you.
That'll teach you to cast Bless on everybody else.
Oh no! The evil arc.
She runs off.
Never really sorry for Zatine. I always held a grudge against you. You know that.
Yeah.
just kidding.
No, I've got that. You know, with the whole
Yeah.
like trying to kill me thing.
The acid splashes all over Satina's face and her beard falls out.
Not the beard.
No.
And you all realize she's got a terrible triple chin. It looks off. All right. So you guys can take off all of the effects on you.
Mm-hmm.
Some of you had some leftover effects from your fight.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
It's
was
okay.
definitely talking. That's my bad.
I actually
No. That actually goes away after an hour. So by the time you guys were
Oh, okay.
done, like
I
sort of,
know that's
yeah. Satina was just sort of doing the telepathic business with Delin, presumably, until the soap bubbles disappeared. All right.
Well, I'm feeling better. I'll keep watch while the rest of you go inside. Remember, anything that looks dangerous probably is. You got acid, there's poison. Don't even know what else you might encounter in there because I haven't done one of these myself. But, and don't forget that black mold, if you tell me is as dangerous as you say, well, you obviously don't want to get it on yourself.
Yeah, about that, I want to try something for the black mold. I have prepared create and destroy water.
Wow.
And I want to make so that the water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube, and try to kind of clean the purple worm. And if a lot of the mold goes around it, I want to use my mold earth to kind of scoop it up and get it away from us, so you don't have to stand it.
Oh,
So
very clever.
Clean up a bit.
Yeah. Okay. So prestidigitation.
Don't have
which
it.
I don't know if any of you have that.
No, I don't think we do.
Okay. So prestidigitation is a cantrip, and you can use that to clean items.
Mhm.
So this is an example of what I was saying earlier. If you use something that is if you're trying to simulate other spells with a similar or higher level spell, it's much more likely that that would make sense to be allowed, right? As opposed to using a very low level spell to simulate a very high level spell. So you're essentially using two different spells, one of this which is a cantrip and one of which is a leveled spell.
Yep.
To try to recreate what is essentially available through a cantrip for a different class.
Yes.
And I think that makes a lot of sense. I think the mold earth definitely works. You can certainly use it. There's no reason why you couldn't use it to put out a fire or do something similar. Or, basically throw kitty litter on a poopy pile.
Mhm.
And although you can't necessarily wash it, it's not a pressure wash, right?
Nope.
But certainly dropping a bunch of water on something is definitely going to slough off some of it for sure.
Yep.
So you create this water. And now where do you want to do this? Do you want to do this on the inside, on the outside?
On the outside of the worm, so that all the mold that is outside, when we are going to start cutting it, that we don't risk getting it on us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a 30-foot cube. Now this thing is a 20-foot cube. So the whole area can become wet and covered in rain.
Mm.
Okay. So Pierce stands there just amazed that suddenly there's this rain in this cavern.
Well, that's the first time I've ever seen that before without a waterfall involved. That's a handy trick.
And he stands right up in the edge and he starts sort of showering
Yeah.
underneath the water. He's just like rubbing his pits, washing his face.
Gotta take what nature gives you as an opportunity.
Yep.
Woo! It's been a while. Got a bit of trail dust. Opens his mouth, gargles, spits, Oh, that's refreshing.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And he tips his soggy hat in your direction. Yeah. Why don't you roll a percentile dice, and you can add 25%. See how much
Oh,
of it
so
you
sorry.
wash off.
100.
Wow. You blew it on a joke
Oh.
roll. Yeah, the
Yeah.
outside is completely pristine. All the mold is on the ground, and you've covered it up with soil, obviously.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow, looks like you could eat off of that. Not that I would suggest it. He looks at Satina. But yeah, that looks great. Terrific. Well done. Now, if you can do that inside, that would be really helpful.
I can do it inside too when we open up. I can do it multiple
Alrighty
times.
then.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Very handy to have around, I must say. You choose good friends. All right. Well,
So before, are we going in?
I don't know. Are you? I thought you were.
I know
I'm mo-
because
I'm moving you guys around on purpose. Don't worry.
okay. So before we go in, I'd like to take 10 minutes to cast Detect Poison and Disease.
Ah, cool. So you're looking for poison and you're looking for disease. Now, just to be clear, the mold is neither poison nor disease. It is mold.
Oh.
But it would work for poison and disease, obviously. Okay.
Okay, and of course I'm casting light on my shield.
Right. Cool.
We need to decide who is going in. And we also need to figure out how we are going to do it. Are we going to kind of rely on our experience with dissecting dinosaurs? Are we trying to do like medicine, perception? Because I can enhance an ability, but I need to know what to enhance.
Sure.
Mhm.
So within the metagaming concept, generally speaking, the things like harvesting animals or creatures would normally be a survival skill check.
Okay.
I could, if you sort of swing it, either allow something like maybe medicine or maybe nature, depending on the kind of, things you're trying to do with it. Also, if you had things like poisoner's kit, right? Proficiency, maybe I would allow that, or alchemists or herbalists, it depends on the situation, really. But survival is definitely what you're looking for. Anything related to woodcraft, hunting craft, that's all survival. All right.
So
I'm not bad with survival.
Guess that's,
So who are you enhancing, by the way?
I don't know who's best.
Okay, so I was thinking, do you want me outside making sure that I'm on guard, or do you want me in there bashing away on things with my axe and my muscles?
I
And
think inside will probably be more of a precise thing. That way
Okay.
we don't disrupt any vital organs or anything. That's my train of thought.
Yep. But who's best at this kind of stuff?
Well,
Pretty good
I've
at
got some survival skills.
Well, I would definitely suggest that since Cracker's already been inside and survived, that probably she's got some extensive experience, if you get my drift. Seems like she gets swallowed on a regular basis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of her
I'm
thing.
tasty.
I get it. You gotta stick to your area of expertise.
Okay, so Cracker it is. Then I'm going to cast,
All right.
I guess it's Owl's Wisdom on Cracker.
Well, are you just going in by yourself? I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I mean, it's one thing to be climbing out, but
I'm going to help. I'm going to stand beside her and help. But I think that she's going to navigate and try and find the right places to cut. And I can help her lift stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
With my
Well,
immense strength.
For one thing, those jaws are heavy. If you want to try to slice your way in, that's perfectly fine. But if you're just trying to walk in, somebody's going to have to open that mouth up, and that requires lifting it. And I tell you, I don't think I could do it.
I'm not very strong, but I can turn into something strong.
I'm just saying it's the first step. There's a lot of other things you might have to do. Crystal told me that aside from actually trying to get in the mouth, which is still the easiest way to do it if you want to avoid creating too much of a mess or accidentally busting something important, then you definitely want to have acid resistance if you can get it. She's a bit more experienced, as I said, as a ranger, and so she has this spell that she can use that reduces damage from certain environmental effects like fire or cold or lightning or acid. And she would use that all the time. And then, of course, you've got the need to be able to cut out the things you want and avoid the things you don't. There's a bit of muscling that's going to be needed. You're going to need to be able to find the things. Sometimes it takes investigation skills because you have to root around and figure out where something is and how to extract it. It's not just about perception. And you got to have a strong stomach because, you know, some of that stuff in there is not nice.
Okay. Okay. We have to decide because I can do both. I can protect you from the acid inside it, or I can enhance your ability to navigate, or what you will call it. But I can not do
Well,
both.
I almost think the acid resistance is probably. I'm just thinking. I mean, I worked for Cessna for so long. I can probably identify some things. I don't know if I can. I think being able to identify the things we want to cut is probably the most important thing. You're going to be in there with me.
Yeah.
Are you pretty good at knowing what's what?
Well, if you haven't you got telepathy, isn't that something you used before? Well, if you set up a link with me and you tell me what you see, I'll be able to tell you what to get.
Okay.
Brilliant.
So we can
Well, thank you.
kind of split it up from the hole that Cracker left in it. There's no way to kind of. There's no soft spot on it, on its belly or something.
Sorry, what are you asking?
Cracker, she was inside it, and she cut herself out. So it should be a hole inside to the stomach somewhere.
Oh, she didn't cut
actually,
herself.
No,
No,
I didn't.
No, she did enough damage that it basically got heartburn and
It spit her
vomited
out.
it.
Okay.
That's why she's covered in all this ambergris.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Purple worm ambergris.
Okay. Should we try and tie rope to its upper jaw and tie it around some of these tall structures and try and lift Jack the mouth open
That's
to
a good
hold it
idea.
open?
Use a
Yeah,
pulley.
we could do that.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Yeah. And that's a great example. I had a starting DC. If you just want to muscle it, if you're going to try to use some contraptions, then I can definitely try to lower the DC.
Because
Nice. Well done.
we have one strong person in this group, and the rest of us are weaklings. so I think we're going to kind of be a little bit creative about it.
You know,
You're strong in
physical
your
strength
own
isn't
way.
the only thing.
Or
mean,
you
it's
could
the
just bash your way through it. It'll take a while, but I guess eventually, you know, you can cut a hole through it. But
Yeah, but
I like the idea of opening it up. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good idea. Why don't you do that?
we might destroy
Well, and
something.
once we open it up, I've got this shovel, right? I can jam the shovel in and brace the jaw open.
That way it doesn't like close behind you.
Right.
Yeah. I also
That's
have
absolutely what I was
snap or
thinking.
magical spear that we can also use for it. And often magical stuff are more durable than shovels.
Some tonker. It's magic.
Didn't it not glow?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Magic
You know
to
what?
me.
Magic to you, and that's what's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Uh,
All right. So you guys have a plan then? Do you need it? Any more planning?
So it's just two going in.
Yeah, that's the question, right? Who else is going to go in? You can all go in. It's big enough for all of you. There's plenty of space for everybody.
So I want to reset the alarms while they're
Okay.
doing this. That way we
Yeah.
don't get surprised.
Very good. Well
Me
done.
too.
Okay, perfect. So that's
Okay.
what we'll be doing is we'll be resetting the alarms.
Nice. And don't forget, you can cast Unseen Servant. Whoever had it. Okay. It's 10:34. Do you guys want to take a break before we do this next bit, or are you guys good to go? I'm fine either way.
I could use a pee break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. All you people with small bladders. All right. See you in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay. Bye.
Hi. We hope you're enjoying this episode, and if so, please like and subscribe. And remember, the next time your DM says, roll initiative, yell back,
Here.
Here, hold my earrings.
Here, hold my earrings.
This is good. I think we only need this take.
okay, is everybody back?
I think so.
All right.
Oh,
Cool.
that's a lot of teeth.
That's a lot of teeth. Well, it's a big beastie.
Big boy.
All right. Yeah. So if you haven't seen, we're here. I'll just hide this section so it's not confusing. You guys are staring into the mouth of potential danger. I apologize for the shape of this. It doesn't look so well, let's not think about it too much. Yeah, you guys are ready to try your little tactical mouth opening jaws of life type of strategy, which I think is a great idea.
Yep.
All right. So who's doing the lifting?
Oh, that'd be me.
Right? Is anybody helping in any way?
Yeah, I was going to tie a rope around its upper jaw and kind of take it around some of the face rest crystals, the big ones,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of have a pulley system.
Sounds great. That sounds like survival to me.
Yes, it does.
Why don't you give it a survival check and we'll see if it's successful.
19. Not too
Wow. Yeah.
shabby.
Not bad.
Yeah, you guys stand there as Delin just runs around with her rope, creating this Rube Goldberg machine of just pulleys and ropes. Pulls, she gets a pulley out of her backpack and she starts cobbling together all kinds of devices with just some bubble gum and an iron spike that she had, fantasy medieval MacGyver.
Yep, I'm McLean.
All right. So that'll lower the DC. Anybody else want to do anything to help? The rest of you just standing around picking your noses. So when Orla's bored, does she cast the light cantrip on her fingertip and then just shove it up her nose?
No.
as a party trick.
Do it.
I'm sure I've seen her do it once or twice. It's like, Orla, what are you doing? She's like, no, nothing. I didn't do it, I think.
You're using your light cantrip finger. We can see the inside of your nose.
Now do your mouth.
True.
All right. So the light cantrip is up. If you guys are ready, go ahead and roll. That'll be strength athletics to pull this thing open.
Can I also give you my advantage? Or inspiration? Inspiration. Or
Okay.
is that not necessary?
I mean, I have inspiration. I'm just saving it for, near-death experiences.
All right.
Should
never
I
know.
roll as well?
No, you've already rolled
Yeah, okay.
survival.
Yep.
You said
So-
athletics, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, dice gods.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, this thing literally just pops open like the hood of an old Acura. Pong.
Used to have one.
So you know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you can see inside, and it is as smelly as you expected. It's probably worse today than it was yesterday. So,
Mm-mm.
everybody give me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
I'm usually really good at that. Ooh, 15.
Wow. Wow.
Ooh,
Nice.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's
you all smell this incredibly acrid, decaying internal organs mixed with bile and all the other things that this thing has ingested, plus the effects of the black mold, which have a very strong smell. And since it's been trapped in here, has been sort of pressure released as a result of the decaying gases building up inside and blown all your hairs back. You managed to avoid getting really violently ill, but it's definitely going to be something that you're going to have to keep an eye on as you progress further into the bowels of this deceased beast. All right.
See, I've given you
guys-
some resilience.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You're used to this.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get into the habit of before every long rest of grabbing everybody by the head and putting them in an arm lock under your smelly armpits, and you do that every session, I will over time start to build up a Constitution saving throw bonus for people when they're getting subjected to gaseous poisonous attacks.
Okay, and we'll call it wrestling training because I mean, you guys were saying that you need some of that, so you know.
All right. So who's going in?
I am.
Let's go. Me too.
Do you want
Well,
to?
I'm going to let you guys go in first, so you guys figure it out.
Do you
I can-
want
I can
enhanceability
just-
or do you want
Um,
protection from energy?
I think protection from acid, like protection from, like you said, energy. Is that the
Yep.
same thing as acid?
Elements.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, elements.
Element.
Sorry.
Oh, energy.
Protection from energy
Is
is
that- Is that the spell?
it's from Roll20.
Okay. Um. All right. So your one thing to keep in mind is if you have your rage on, you can't have resistance twice. So if your
Okay, I didn't have
rage
my rage on.
already okay, I'm just saying. So aside
Okay.
from the fact that you can use your rage to give you advantage on strength checks.
Yep.
If you have your rage on, and I forget exactly what your rage allows you to do at this level, but if you already have resistance to acid because of rage, for example, and you have a spell that also gives you resistance, you won't get benefits twice. It'll just be the one resistance.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hold on.
So
I'm just gonna post it here.
Mhm.
No, it's
Yeah.
bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. It's
But
not.
aren't you
Okay.
totem barbarian?
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, you might have. You mean you? That's why it's important to keep it on your sheet because at a higher level,
Yeah.
as
I think-
Henrietta says, some.
Yeah, but I think totem barbarian is only psychic.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So at this stage, you're resistant to everything if you're raging, except psychic. So it's a question of do you want to use your rages in those situations?
Well, I would. Someone's gonna have to piss me off though, because I mean,
I can slap you,
I-
and you can
I-
hit me
yeah.
every 6 seconds with a with an unarmed attack.
Yeah, an unarmed
A
attack.
non-lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll do maybe like minus one
Yes.
one hit point of damage, basically.
Yeah, just don't aim for the face. If
Moneymaker.
you, yeah, with the purple dye.
Yeah, somebody slap me. Somebody slap me.
I will
Before I get in here.
slap you across the face.
Ah, okay. Okay, I'm good and ready. I'm ready. Now I'm pissed.
This is what we live for.
Yeah. Come on, get pissed.
Game time.
You want me to slap you again?
It's time to go. Oh, no, that's a little risky. I might get
slap you
reckless.
back.
Okay, so you're actually raging then, just to be clear.
I'm raging.
Okay.
Now I'm
Okay.
raging.
So
Okay.
enhance ability instead. Right?
Okay.
I'll
Sounds good.
wisdom. So advantage
Yeah.
on survival and other wisdom checks.
Protection. I've never heard of this protection from energy spell.
It's in the player's handbook. It says protection from energy there as well. I just checked.
Hmm.
So
I know of absorb elements.
Observe
yeah,
elements.
that's a reaction.
Mhm.
Oh,
Hmm.
I see.
So this is
Oh,
still,
there it is. I see.
This is
Right.
long term.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Oh, this is the third level spell. That's why.
Yeah.
I see. Sorry. Okay. Right. Okay. Cool. Right. You guys move your tokens whenever you're ready.
Come on, Cracker.
All right.
Good.
Let's get in here.
Actually, I
Yeah.
can slap you each 6 seconds because I have a -1 to strength. So I will do 0 damage each time.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
then you don't have
I'm
to
looking
hit me.
forward to it.
I can just punch you in the back. Come on.
Keep going. Keep
Poke
going. You can
here.
do it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Whoa, those look like pretty sharp teeth. Anybody want to harvest some of those?
On the way out.
Well, sure. Can I just chop them
Alrighty.
off?
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you can, you can.
Or do you
Or
want
just try to.
Do we have to dig them out? We don't have to dig them out, do we? Like a dentist.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose you could just pull them out. Yeah, or carve them. Whatever works for you. They're definitely useful.
Okay.
Ornament weapons, they're tough. You know, they're good collector's items. Some people like to claim that they killed a purple worm by having one of these on their mantelpiece, even though they haven't done it themselves. Posers, but you know, it keeps the trade going, so that's still beneficial for us.
Okay, just a side note, I'm getting interruption signs on Roll20 all of a sudden. So
Okay.
if I don't move, you can move me, but so then I'll swing. Are these teeth like full of poison or anything?
Can I see inside from where I'm standing?
If you guys all want to stand, yeah. If inside the mouth, you definitely can. Anything further, you'll need to be inside it.
Okay. I mean, I can see poisons. I mean, I'm guessing I'm standing close enough that I would be able to see it if it was poison. I see?
Can you? I know you posted. Can you post it again? Because we've just had a bunch of stuff there. So
Oh, sure.
yeah, take me forever to scroll. All right. So you don't even need to see it. You can just sense it.
Ah.
Right. I sense you like close your eyes, you put your hand out, put one hand to your temple, the other hand in front of you. I sense poison. But it's down here at the tail end of this thing.
Ooh.
That's what hit me
Okay.
times.
The stinger is where the poison is on the purple worm. It doesn't technically have a poisonous bite, at least not that I'm aware of.
Does my shovel cut through into this gum, like so I could like dig out the tooth? This one here, the big teeth.
These are spines around the head. The teeth
Oh,
are around
okay.
the mouth. Yeah. But if
Okay.
you wanted to try to dig it out, it's probably easier with a battle axe because this is, although it's decayed for, it's sort of 12 hours. This is a
Tough.
this is a creature that's got a palate that's so hard that it can chew through rock.
Okay, I'm swinging my great axe then.
Right.
Let's see
Okay.
if I can get some of these teeth out.
Okay. You're swinging your great axe. I'm going to ask you for a survival check.
Okay.
Advantage.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Yeah. As you swing, you cut out one big giant chunk of meat from the gums, and one of the teeth pops out.
Yummy.
Great.
Wow,
How many of
that
these
is
do you want?
well, I don't know. I think the only ones that are worth anything are the ones up front, which should be about 6 maximum. The ones in the back aren't usually large enough to be worth that much.
All right, let's take them. Do you want me to roll for everyone?
Yeah. Let's have 5 rolls with advantage if you're getting punched in the back of the head every round.
3, 4, 5. That's a lot of slaps.
Wow. Yeah.
Woo.
You cut out all 6 available harvestable teeth.
Wow, that is very impressive, I must say.
And he starts clapping.
Oh, those will fetch a fine price on the surface world. I think
All
we
right,
can
let's
sell
go
those
in.
to some water Davian merchants.
Mm.
All right.
And as you move into this section, this is obviously a sort of a gathering esophageal area for anything that's acquired. You find what appears to be a broken short sword.
Ooh.
It's a small short sword, even for a short sword itself.
So he's not
It's
in here with us, right?
He's not in here with you. It's lodged into the side of the esophagus here.
Ah, I wonder if this is crystals.
I can see him right now, right? I haven't
Yeah,
gone.
you can see it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell him what we see, and I am also going to establish a mental link with him, so that we have that. And I'm also going to.
Mm.
No, I can't do that because I'm concentrating on something else. Does someone have a torch? If not, Orla, are you coming inside with us?
I mean, if you need light inside, I guess I could come with you.
Yeah, come with. I need light. And I
Okay,
can
I'm just a
make my own.
party's torch now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, does it have a pommel with a C carved into it with a little moonstone in the center?
Does it? I'm going to look at it.
It does.
Yes, it does.
Oh, that's Crystal's sword. Well, if it's lodged in the side, that suggests that maybe. Oh. Well, let's not jump to conclusions. It's only in the beginning. It's possible she got away, and
Yeah, Cracker got out, so she might have gotten out.
well, absolutely, and she is very experienced. But it would explain why I haven't heard from her. Oh, that would be a shame. Well, she died if she died the way she lived. Getting swallowed by purple worms.
Yeah.
You two have something in common.
Yeah.
I think you would like to.
All
Hopefully
right.
I'll get to meet her.
Yeah. I punched Cracker again. Keep her rage.
Oh, okay. Jesus. All right,
Get
all
going.
right. Okay.
What did you do today, mommy? Well, I just punched everybody all repeatedly.
Good girl.
All right. As you move further down, there's a little area here where you see some, instead of the standard sort of dark, purpley looking flesh, you actually see some yellowish lining on your right. And it looks like a membrane.
Oh, that might be the. I'm not 100% sure, but it could be the acid ducts. Thought it might be further back, but that's definitely the right color if you're describing it appropriately. It may be worth having a go at it.
Well, I think it's worth it. Yeah.
Sorry,
hold on one
I didn't
second.
I didn't hear what you guys said.
Yeah, just to carve it out.
Yeah, I mean it's an organ, so there's a sac attached to it, but the organ itself also produces the acid, and you can harvest that organ, which will still hold the liquid and the acid inside of it, even if you cut it out by chunks. And then all we need to do is process it, squeeze it out, extract it, and put it through the wringer, and we've got some alchemists who can do that. It's useful for cleaning up material when we're trying to refine products like ores and clean up minerals that are valuable but are embedded in other kinds of less valuable strata.
Alrighty.
Um,
Let's try and cut that out then.
yeah. Maybe Ola can guide you. I can't. I have to keep the.
I can. I will drop the detect poison and disease, but I guess I already sensed that it was just at the tail end. Right.
Okay.
So there's
Yep.
nothing here. So I will keep in mind that when we go to the back, there's going to be poison. So now I'm going to drop that spell and I'm going to cast guidance on Cracker and say, Jaunty, if you're seeing this, please help us get this stuff safely.
Excellent. Yeah, go ahead and give it a try.
Okay. I grip my great axe a little higher up towards the head to see if I can get a better accurate cut. Okay. Thank you for that. 15.
Yeah,
Plus
it
D4.
pops open, and as it does, this sloughs out.
Ooh.
It just slimes down from the ceiling. There's the three of you, the ceiling being the upper section of the torso that you're in. There's no real ceiling here. Let's have each of you roll a d20. See who gets the loving attentions of our friend.
Oh no.
Oh, Rebecca.
Natural 20 good?
Yeah, that's great. The higher the better, right? Generally. Yeah. Well done. Okay. So, Maddie, I think you can roll an attack roll here.
Okie dokie. That's a 13.
What is Rebecca Orla's armor class?
Right now it's 16.
Yes. So this thing lashes out and bops you in the face with this. Huh?
I could cast Warding Flare.
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay, I will do that because I don't know how much damage it's going to do. So I'm going to do a Warding Flare. So yeah.
Yeah, but you need to. I think you need to announce it before I've told you that it's. You post in the chat because I'm not 100% sure. It's not. I don't think it's shield. So. Yeah. So this. I'll let you do it this time, but generally you have to announce it before I've told you that it's hit. right?
I mean, we can say that I'm not
No, no,
doing it, so then it's fine.
no. It's not a big deal. I just want to be clear because shield is
Mm.
beneficial specifically because it allows you to cast it after you've been told it hits.
Mhm.
So this one doesn't do that. So you're supposed to do it in advance, but it's fine. So you cast warding flare. Maddie, do you want to roll a second one?
See, 4.
Okay, yeah. So this one misses because of the light. Actually, no, actually, it doesn't make any difference.
Oof.
You cast your warding flare. It looks like it's about to miss, but it actually connects anyway.
Oh, I see.
And Pierce shouts from outside, "You know, if a creature can't be blinded, it probably won't be affected by whatever that blast of light is that I can just barely see from the mouth." It will do 9 points of bludgeoning as it bops you in the nose, and another 3 points of acid damage.
That's 12.
Yes.
I'm actually looking pretty bloody.
Okay. Well, we can all roll initiative. Laura, do you want to roll for the
Mhm.
bileless creature?
I wonder what happens
Nice.
if I do a thunder wave inside it. Does it just
There's
come out
only
as
one
a
way to find out.
burp or
Oh
something?
my goodness.
Does it come out as a burp?
Yeah.
I
Or
don't
in the
know.
other end?
Maddie, do you want to roll for Pierce as well? He can potentially help out depending on how things go.
14.
Okay. He's going to go ahead of Byleth. Okay. So this thing came. So it'll actually be Orla's turn now.
Ooh. I am going to use channel divinity.
Hmm.
Where is it? And use Radiance of Dawn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, go ahead and roll the Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yep. So the light just fills this entire cavern or cavernous body, and this creature suddenly starts to shrink back, even though it doesn't seem to actually have any eyes. But yeah, well done.
And who can I get away from it? I'm probably right next to it, right?
Yes, it attacked you as
Okay.
well. So
Okay, I will keep stunning where I am.
okay. Pierce will shout, "Are you all right in there?"
We can reply, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's some slimy thing attacking me.
Well, hit it
I don't
back
know.
then.
We're trying.
All right, I have faith in you. Good luck.
It doesn't have any eyes, or it doesn't see, or something. I don't know.
Well, let's not be ableist.
Violet.
I can't see them, right?
No,
I can't see them, right?
you can't.
I can't see them. 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 I
You can see your teammates, but you can't quite see what they're fighting from where you are.
Mhm.
If you want to move into the
Mm.
mouth, though,
Yeah, I think so. Um, as soon as I, hear that they're like fighting, I'm like, what? Where's the fight? And then I'm going in.
okay.
Can I see something from here? Like
Yeah,
the
you can
thing?
see once you're past this sort of the jaw, the back
Mhm.
of the jaws area, you can see whatever is going on down here.
Right. Um, okay, and then I would like to attack it with Mind Spike.
Mm, okay. Post it. Hmm.
Mm,
Oh, good damage.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, so wow, that is really good. So it rides around violently. You can't sense that it has much intelligence, but whatever it does have obviously is badly affected by this.
great. All right, that's it.
Well done, Satina.
Yes. Seeing Byleth go on, I'm like, should I go in? Yeah, I'll go in. It's like a mental game. Let's see.
Steal her
gonna-
kill.
I'm gonna go in here. And then I just want to firebolt it.
Okay,
I got you back, guys.
right. Pew pew.
22 to hit.
Yeah. And as you firebolt it, it literally just shrivels up, melts, and collapses.
Yay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Good job, guys. I'm gonna go back outside.
Thanks.
Well done.
I am going to do let's see, healing word.
We're gonna stay in turn order as we move through the rest
Okay.
of this.
Yeah, it's my turn, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my bonus action and cast a healing word on Orla. So
Okay.
5. That's what I can
Nice.
do for now.
Well done.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
And I'm just waiting for Cracker to
Mm-hmm.
do her thing.
I-
I'm gonna
I got
punch
to
her,
Cracker's
do
turn.
right.
do an
Yeah.
unarmed attack to keep her raging. Slap her in the
Yeah.
back of the head.
Awesome.
You go, Gare.
I'm gritting my teeth, really resisting not turning around and clocking you one. But you can do
Getting
this.
pretty
Do
annoying.
this.
You notice
Stay
that
focused.
this creature that you just destroyed is mottled with the black mold.
Mm.
And I point that out to Dylan and I say, anything we pull out of here might be contaminated.
Yeah, it might.
Did I get this yellow stuff?
You think that this actually is not the acid organ because nothing sprayed out other than this creature.
Okay. Well, I guess we just carry on.
All right.
Yeah.
As you move into this area, you smell the burning, pungent sensation of real acid.
Oh, I think we found it.
This entire area is full of black mold everywhere. The three of
And
you
I
who are
turned to-
passing. Yep. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Well, I was going to
No,
turn
no.
to Dylan because if I see that, I'm gonna ask, is it possible for us to clean this thing out before we come in here? Maybe we should leave and clean it.
I could probably clean some of it, but I can make it rain in here, but I don't know how much that's going to
Well, we
do.
don't
Isn't it
want to
gonna
drown.
like come to our feet, like just wash to us?
Yeah.
It
I
will.
mean, I'm not telling you what to do. I just really want to get sick.
Yeah.
It's like when you try to splash the mop bucket water all over the floor to save time, and then you realize all you did was just spread dirty, muddy water everywhere.
I mean, if someone from outside could make a hole so that we have a drain.
Yeah, it might actually be a good idea.
Yeah, it might take a while though. It's
Oof,
got a
yeah.
thick hide.
Well, what if we got this one sack, whatever this thing is that I can see over here, but I mean, it looks contaminated. We could take it out and have a look at it. Okay. So I'm gonna try and I'm gonna walk up to here, and I'm guessing it's not the yellow thing, right? It's the blue thing.
Sorry, what is the blue thing? What do you mean by the
Oh,
blue
what
thing?
I'm smelling, and smelling something really more acidic, and yet the black mold as well.
Oh, you think it's this? So this section above you, technically to your left and above you, is actually what you think is the stomach. If you're following the organs, you walked in through the mouth and the esophagus, and this is actually stomach. You're actually in it now. In order to get to this bit, which you can see the lining of on the side of it, because the membranes are somewhat translucent, you'd have to cut through the stomach itself. Now, as you move into it to get closer, you're going to please give me a wisdom or perception check to avoid stepping in any black mold.
Okay. And that's not with advantage or anything, right? Just making sure.
Well, it's a check.
It's
To check.
perception. Okay.
But
So you managed to get it all over your arms.
Great.
Let's have a Constitution save.
but she has
Great.
advantage if it's perception, because that's wisdom based.
And you gave her
Owl's
the
wisdom.
Owl's
Okay.
wisdom.
right. So
I'll do
then you
one
should
more.
yeah. Go ahead and roll that.
One more perception. Please be a better one. Oh, look at me. I'm so high.
Woo! Heading
So
in
in
the right
true
direction.
cracker fashion.
Yeah. You managed to, your owl's wisdom that you benefit from Delin, allows you to sidestep getting dripped on by one of them, and you go, "Whoo, that was really close," and then the other one just lands right on your neck.
Oh.
Ugh. But you slough it off quickly, and you, between that and wiping it on your leathers, and just being tough, you feel nauseous and nauseated, but you manage to maintain your composure. All those days of working for Susna, helping to butcher the most disgusting things, has somewhat inured you to the effects of the black mold, it seems.
Job experience paying off.
Yep. Job experience paying off for sure. So what do you want to do? Do you want to try to go after 10, or do you want to go after going to the next chamber?
Well, I want to go after 10.
Okay. All right. So you're going to try to cut your way through to 10.
I am.
All right. Go ahead and roll survival. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is also wisdom, right?
Whew. Yeah, a little better this time.
And you cut out a section of it, and it smells really strong. It is it actually it's so strong smelling you can taste it. It tastes greasy in your mouth, and it's got this lemony, sour, vinegary scent that stings your nostrils. And as you cut it out, everybody in the purple worm carcass can smell it. And even outside, you hear Pierce go,
That smells like the pheromone. I think you got it.
Whew. Okay. Am I able to cut the rest out as well?
yeah, give it a try.
Okay.
You can potentially get up to 5 doses worth of it if you can get enough of the organ.
Okay, 5. So do you want me to count that first roll as one of the rolls?
Yep.
Okay,
4 more,
1, 2,
please.
3. One
Nice.
more, right?
That's 5. That was 5.
Okay, sorry.
So
Trigger
you managed
happy.
to. It's okay. You managed to collect 4 chunks. One of them you kind of butchered badly, and it just sort of disintegrates in your hands. But as you relay this back to Pierce, he goes,
Oh, that's pretty good for a harvest. I mean, I was hopeful just to get 1 or 2. That'll help a lot. I mean, that's probably enough for now. We could call it a day, but I'll be honest with you. I'd quite like to find out if Crystal's actually in there. I don't know if you wouldn't mind going in to maybe check the rest of it. Plus, there's a lot of valuable stuff in there still. We haven't tried harvesting any of the blood or the acid itself or the poison.
I'm up for it.
Sure, go
Let's
ahead.
keep going.
All right then.
So I make my way down here.
okay. Yeah. This is definitely a stomach. There are half-digested roots, tubers, some skeletal remains of things that you don't recognize, little bits of armor, metal armor that you can see that are shaped. The whole room stings, and as you stand in it, you can see the smoke rising up from your boots as they're slowly being eaten away.
I kind of want to run. I want to run through this section.
Okay.
Feels a little hot on my feet. You might want to
Well,
stay.
do you want to try to collect the acid? Like I said, it is useful.
Okay. Do I have anything to put it in?
I
I've got
Yeah,
my
you
water
guys-
skin. It's going to eat through that.
I have a vial. With
Okay.
2
Okay.
glass vials left.
I
All
have
right.
cooking utensils and a pot.
Okay. So we're going to try that.
We can
Cooking
take.
Does Orla wear
utensil.
to save space? Does Orla wear the pot on her head as a helmet?
Your beautiful
right.
helm. It doubles as a pot.
Yeah. Comes pre-greased. All right. So, are you going to roll your survival check?
I am. I'm sorry. I'm just resetting.
No
Give me a
problem.
sec here. I will do it with advantage. And just one? Are we just trying for one vial, I
Yeah.
guess?
So you're in 6 right now. So that's where that's going to happen. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you managed to scoop up some of this acid in a vial.
Right.
Oh, that good job. Yeah. Let's see if you can get some more from some of the other stomachs. They have different purposes. It's always useful.
Okay.
Keep
so I
going.
start
You're
moving
doing great.
down. Yeah. Keep it on going. Now I'm going into
Oh.
7.
All right.
And let's try another one.
Are you
All right, go for
putting
it.
all the vials in your inventory?
Yeah, I'll put them in mine.
Yeah.
I've
Okay.
got that little belt in my pouches and they're not totally full, so.
Perfect.
I mean, if I touch you, I can also give you guidance.
Well, yeah. How many times can you do that a day? Can you do that a lot?
Anytime.
Country.
Okay. Well, go ahead. If you want to run up
I
to me.
can move. Let you pass.
I'm touching you and saying, yes, you got this. We can get some more.
Okay, one more try. 16.
All right. Yes. The 16 was the previous one, no?
I had
The
13
8
before.
8 and 13 is
Is for
well.
number 7, and now I'm in
No.
number 8. Oh, hold on. If it's not resetting, I'm just doing it again.
16 was
One
for
moment,
6,
please.
I think.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, 8 and 13 is for 7. So this one, you managed to cut through part of it, and then as you are about to extract some of the acid, you managed to nick the wrong thing, and a spurt of acid covers you, Delin, and Orla. Everybody, give me a Dex save. You three, I mean.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, let's have Laura. Why don't you roll 2d6?
It's not too
And Laura,
bad.
if you want to use your portent, your one portent on one of these two who've saved, that just to piss people off. All right, Delin, you take 4 points of acid damage. Cracker takes 2 before her resistance, and Orla, you take 2 as well.
All right. Duck.
Yeah, next
And then
time
we
I'm
keep
giving
going?
you guidance and running away.
I'm going to hit Ola with another healing roll that's level 2. So 8 healing.
Oh wow, you don't even need to have done that. Thanks.
All right. Nice teamwork.
Yeah, it
I
looks
am
like we're going to
looking
have to cut our way out.
pretty good.
You have to cut your way
Sorry,
out.
you're going to say something, Orla?
No, sorry. I'm just saying I'm looking almost pretty good.
Oh, good. Okay, so we're about
Okay.
here, but it's getting a little narrow.
Yeah. So you're going to have to cut your way through the rest of it. You're going to hack through everything in order to get there.
Mhm.
As you are cutting through it, let's have another perception check to avoid the black mold, because you're moving into areas that are heavily infested.
Okay, so with wisdom, so with
That's
advantage.
all 3 of you, since you're moving further and further into it.
It's hard to see.
Yep. Cracker manages to avoid it. Okay, all 3 of you avoid it.
Yeah.
Well done. Now,
Okay. I can't remember what he said about the pearl and where we'd find it, if there was one. But I don't know if
this,
I'd understand anyway.
yeah, this thing looks heavily engorged, although it doesn't seem like it's moving anymore. It does look different in the sense that there seem to be vessels covering whatever this large, round, fleshy protuberance is.
Delin, do you have any, like, I don't know, any idea? Should I chop into this thing?
I don't know. I've never been inside a purple worm before.
Unlike some people.
Yeah.
This is my first time.
Okay. I'm just gonna chop into it.
Okay, now this is going to be a medicine check.
I'm going with you guidance.
Okay.
Can I help
Sure.
and just
What are you doing?
kind of look at the vessels to
Well,
see where she should cut and
Yeah, absolutely.
you might want
Provide the help
to
action.
do the medicine check, or do we all want to do the medicine check?
You can all do it if you want.
Yeah, we're all looking at it, I guess.
yeah.
Mhm.
And you have advantage for medicine is also wisdom.
Yep.
Oh, 21.
Thank you.
So
Nice.
you
Yeah. As the two of you cut through it, you both manage to see cut it and it starts to spurt out blood, but you clamp down on it before it gets out of hand. Orla, unfortunately, manages to spray all three of you. Let's have a Constitution saving throw.
Mm.
fuck.
And I ducked
Oh.
just in time.
Now, did Byleth use the one portent by any chance?
Because I didn't listen.
No, I didn't do anything. Don't know what you mean.
It is a one, though. All right, Orla.
That
How are you
sounds
feeling?
ominous. I don't
How do-
know.
Let's have a D100 roll.
Gosh. Sorry, it keeps disappearing. Wait, whenever
It's
I
okay.
scroll down. Oh, wait, maybe it's a turnout thing that's messing it up. Yeah.
Okay. The two of you watch as Orla's face is covered in this blood, and as she wipes it off her face and her hands, you look as you see black splotches spreading throughout her skin and into her eyes. Orla, you are temporarily blinded, and as you're rubbing your eyes, they're itchy, and you feel extremely unwell. But now you can see in the dark, but you keep feeling like you're unwell and uncomfortable, and you have these convulsions, like you're dry heaving. You feel like anything you try to do is going to be very hard to achieve because you can't concentrate.
Oh no.
Are you communicating with us, or are you just?
I'm saying I don't feel so good, and I can see in the dark suddenly. That's weird.
Turn your light off.
Okay,
No.
I will.
No.
Don't you need it?
I need it.
Okay, I will keep my light on for you.
Yes.
Hey, gosh, very. It feels strange.
You don't feel well at all. You feel quite ill. But you did manage, the other two of you did manage to collect 2 vials of blood.
Well, that's a positive thing. Should we get her out of here, or should we just keep going?
We can get her out of here, but then she needs to cast light on one of my objects, maybe my spear or something, so I can see.
Should we just sort of try it out, like cast it on your spear, and then maybe she could turn off her light and then go in the dark? Just see if she feels any better. Because I mean, Pierce really hated it when we had the light on.
Yeah.
Okay, I can cast light on one of you guys.
Do it on
Or
Delin.
something. Okay, I will cast it on Dylan.
Yeah. I can see.
Okay. So you cast a new light spell on your party member and disable it on your own. Are you going to walk back out, or are you staying where you are?
Do you think I should leave, guys? I mean, I feel really ill.
Yeah, you should probably
Oh,
wait
it might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will slowly and carefully make my way out, like trying to see where any molders or acid is, so I don't accidentally step into anything.
Okay, yeah. Since there's a sort of a trodden path, it's actually easier for you to get out than it was when you're hacking your way through unknown bits of organs and material. So you can work your way back to the front.
While you're outside, could you do your poison thing again to see if it's a poison that you're affected by?
Okay, I will do that.
You could do it virtually, and we keep digging. I might be able to help you afterward.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and cast your spell.
I mean, it's gonna take me 10 minutes till I see anything. That short.
All right.
But yeah.
Yeah. You don't see any poisons or disease, but as you know, the black mold doesn't show up either. You don't think this is a poison or a disease specifically. As you cast the spell, you do sprout huge purple ears like a jackass. They just pop out of your head, pushing your pot helmet up, and then they collapse underneath the weight of the metal pot helmet.
What the hell?
And Pierce looks around and goes, "Oh, that's the phase rest again. That's a good one."
Oh,
Was there anything else in number 9?
If you want to get more blood, you can probably try to cut more out of these.
What do you think, Dylan? Do we need more blood?
I don't know.
I say we just keep going.
Yeah, we can try to keep going.
Okay, so I'm over here, hacking my way through this small intestine or large intestine. Small intestine.
Okay. Yeah, give us a survival check.
Ooh,
What'd you roll?
21.
I don't see
21.
it. Okay.
Oh, and I have no
I
error
believe
on
you.
my screen. Okay.
I got it now.
Here.
Now I
Okay.
see it. As you're hacking your way through, you find a lump in this intestine, and it's a mostly digested body of some sort of creature.
Oh.
It looks like a kind of a half of a gnome, but then also it's got a long face with two sharp long teeth in the front. It kind of looks like a rat face, but it's wearing some metal armor and some metal and leather armor.
I'm gonna tell Pierce what we're seeing. Is this your friend?
But Crystal's a gnome. That doesn't sound like a gnome. It sounds like a rat person.
So not the rat gnome.
Well, I mean, I suppose she could have been hiding it from me, but we've been together out in the wilds for some time. Does the armor have a C on it?
Does it?
It does.
It does.
No, is there a beaded bracelet on one of the wrists made out of semi-precious gems? It was a gift from the Rangers to her for passing her 10-year anniversary.
There is not.
Nope. No bracelet.
Huh. I'm beginning to suspect that maybe Crystal is alive and she had to somehow hide her identity by shedding all these things. Now, I don't know where this gnome came from. Or sounds like you might have come across some sort of I don't know. Aren't there creatures that are half animal and half humanoid? Or
I don't know. Can we like do some sort of? Can I do a nature check?
Sure.
Would that maybe give me some information? I mean, I've seen all sorts. Oh, apparently not. I've seen nothing like this before.
I'm gonna do a check as well.
Byleth using that portent to good effect.
Yeah.
Just like,
Always.
Nature.
just like hammering everybody.
Oh, there you go. Ooh, 19.
Nice.
Yeah, Delin thinks this might be some sort of lycanthropy, although not a werewolf, obviously.
It's a were rat.
Oh, well, I suppose that's possible. We are underground and they are quite prevalent in certain areas, but I didn't know that there are gnomes that were affected by it.
How's Satina feeling about all this, Maddie?
A little unnerved. Thinking of gnomes turning into rats and seeing Orla run past, just not looking hot. Just a little unnerved. Kind of like, should I help? Should I just stay here? You know what? They got it. They got it.
They'll be fine. They'll
Yeah.
be fine.
So I'm gonna initiate a rock paper scissors with Byleth.
Oh, I'm gonna win. I'm good at this.
You can use a potent.
True.
She uses the potent of rock paper. scissors.
Very useful.
Meanwhile, a
Mhm.
dragon
Finally.
shows up.
I can get my revenge.
Get my revenge in rock
Fine.
paper scissors.
You want us to drag it out when we are going out? Or
Yeah, well, I mean, it might be useful to examine it and maybe even bring it back to Blendon's Stone. Maybe somebody can identify it.
sure, we will bring it with us when we are getting out.
Hey, as you start struggling with this thing, you hear the sounds of movement above you as two large masses of black goo just drop down on you, each one attacking each of you separately. We're going to just stick with the existing initiative, I think.
Sounds good.
And they're going to go first, obviously. One of them is going to attack Cracker. You can roll the attack roll there, Rebecca.
Okay.
Okay. And Cracker's armor class is
15.
Yeah. So you're going to get bopped in the face by one of these sort of extensions called pseudopods for 6 points of damage. And then you feel the burning sensation as this acid eats through your skin and starts covering your armor. Your armor takes a permanent -1 penalty. So just make that to your change to your armor class, your AC modifier. There's going to be the AC modifier section where you create a box. I can do that for you.
Okay.
And -1 acid, and it'll be checked always until
Okay.
you either fix it or you get it replaced. So it's 18 points of acid damage, 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and your armor class is down 1 permanently.
Hmm.
Do you wear armor,
Okay.
Cracker?
I don't wear armor.
You
which
don't
is
have
the
any
next
armor?
thing, 'cause I don't have. I'm unarmored.
Oh, you're completely
the
unarmored.
unarmored
Oh, sorry.
defense. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
then in that
okay.
case, there's no more class effect. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you just take the damage. But Delin has armor, right? Delin has leather armor.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay. So, Maddie, you get to roll that attack.
Okay, dog. Okay. 8.
What's Delin's armor class?
16. Well,
16. Okay.
I guess when I'm walking in here, I don't have my shield up. I guess. So.
Okay.
14. I guess.
Okay, so that is going to hit. And that'll be that'll also be 6 bludgeoning, 18 acid, and your leather armor. It's just leather armor?
Yes.
So that's armor class 12? Don't remember now. Armor class 11. Your armor disintegrates. You no longer have leather armor. It basically just melts and falls apart. Drops to your feet.
That's nice.
Yep. Okay.
I can just
Orla.
turn that off.
Yeah, you can just turn it off.
Yep.
Well, you should just take it off your inventory because you're not really carrying it anymore either.
Yep.
Orla, you're outside. You can see in the dark, 60 feet, but you don't feel well. And you've got giant ears, which don't really enhance your ability to hear anything because they just flop down and cover your ear holes. But you
Do
can
I
hear
hear
the
any-
screaming. Yeah, you can hear the screaming.
I'm going to, I guess, yell into it. And I'm going to yell, "What's going on, guys? Are you okay?"
Yeah, one of you want to respond?
Like slugs attacking.
Delenn's naked.
I'm coming in. No.
This I want to see. Okay. Well, she's not necessarily naked. Doesn't she have clothing underneath her armor?
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm just referring to her armor. but,
Okay,
you know.
right. Fair enough.
But we don't know that because we can't see her. So just hearing that she's
Right.
naked.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a way to motivate everyone to join you.
Mhm.
Pierce will go.
She's naked? Oh, what an inappropriate time to be doing that kind of shenanigans. Get a room, you two.
Byleth, what do you want to do?
Well, I think I will be hearing the screaming too, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, there's action going on, so I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I need to go there. I need to help. And I think I can go here, right? Like here.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go here, and I can see that thing then, right?
Yes, you can see at least one of them attacking Delin. Let's have a perception check, please.
Perception.
Okay, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so you step in some black mold and you brush up against it with your gigantic horns that you hang all these things off of, and it scrapes down and lands on your forehead, and you wipe it away. You feel sick momentarily, but you manage to fight it off. Your Dragonborn Constitution saving you.
Very nice. Okay. So I will attack this one because I can see it, and it
Yep.
does not look pretty. So, I'm trying to attack it with chromatic orb, with cold.
Okay. It hits this amorphous creature, and you see a blast of icicles and frost, but it doesn't seem to do anything.
Ooh. I'm sorry. I tried my best.
Okay. Satina?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna follow suit.
All right.
See. Yeah. Okay. Shoop. And I'm gonna firebolt it.
All right.
The one that I can see.
Okay. You're not quite in the right area for yeah, I think you're close enough. So why don't you go and do your perception check as well?
Okay. The 13?
Yes, you managed to sidestep it completely.
Sick.
Nice. And your 22 firebolt hits,
Nice.
and it does some damage. You see little bits of it sort of dry up, and it seems to react by shriveling a little bit. It doesn't make any noise, obviously, but you can smell the smell of this thing burning, whatever it is, drying off. Well done. Okay. Delin,
Okay.
your turn.
Question. Produce flame. It says that as an action I can produce a flickering flame in my hand. And it says also as an action on a later turn, so I have to use 2 turns, one to produce the flame and one to cast it later.
No. So okay, so yeah, I can see why. So you can either do it on turn that you're casting the spell,
All
or
right.
if you're holding it in your hand already
Okay.
and you decide to throw it later, you can also do that.
And since it's not concentration, that's about what I can do. So I'm gonna cast a produce flame on it.
Okay, great.
I did see that
Yeah,
Satina's attack went through, so.
Yep, that's
Well-
true. And it hits. So
Well, I do have a disadvantage because it's in melee.
right. Okay. Thank you for being honest. Yep.
To it. To 18.
Very good. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, so you hit it despite being in melee, and it burns and more of it sort of disappears. And it shrinks away from you as well. Cracker, what do you want to do?
Well, the only thing I know how, which is to be completely reckless, and I'm already raging, and I'm just gonna whack it with my great axe because that's what's in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I take a good swing at it. 21.
Okay. Yes.
And 15 damage, hopefully.
Okay. So, hang on a sec. I just need to do this. You cut through it, and it suddenly splits into 2 smaller halves.
Oh.
It's clearly somewhat. Oh, sorry. You cut through it into 2 smaller halves. I'm not sure that it actually did any damage, but it is definitely. It should be this color just so I can differentiate it. But now you've got 2 of these little things instead of 1 big one.
Great. Right.
Nice
Literally
goal.
sliced
the
it in 2
hell?
like jello.
Yep.
Okay, so they're both going to attack, and I guess they're both going to attack with advantage. So,
Yep.
Maddie, why don't you roll with advantage once? Laura, you can roll with advantage once.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rebecca, you can roll once without advantage on Delin. Ooh,
Wowza.
20.
Oh my
20!
god!
Wowza.
No. How far are you from me?
Damn.
Oh
too far.
boy, that is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna do this together.
What I get for making 2.
Yeah, so that's gonna be thing is they split into equal size, half the original, but they do the same amount of damage.
Oh,
Oh my
that's-
gosh.
So that's 19 from the bludgeoning,
okay.
and oh boy. Oh my god.
It's always something
So
you
8.
love to hear from your DM.
Oh wow,
Mhm.
this is massive.
This is great.
4 points of acid.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so half of that, right?
Fuck Nugget.
Yeah,
I'd be dead, man.
it's half of everything.
Yeah.
Now are you unconscious?
I'm unconscious. Actually, no, I'm
Okay.
not.
You're not unconscious. I
No,
don't think
I
you
have
are
one more
unconscious.
round because I'm orc frosted. Or no, I don't have orc frosted. Do I?
Yeah, you're half orc.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Sorry. Here it's called relentless endurance. Sorry.
Relentless endurance. Yeah. So just to be
Hmm.
clear, the first attack did 9. Oh, I can't even do that math there. So it did, let's call it half. And then you took half damage from each of those individually. So that would be basically knocking you unconscious and then you stand back up again.
Yep.
What are your total hit points again?
Well, I was starting out at 41 there. So now
Yeah.
I'm down to, I guess I'd be -10.
Yep. So you would be unconscious and you used your relentless endurance already.
Yep.
So she is down.
Oh, jeez.
If only somebody had a portent and remember to use it.
Yeah. It's dumb.
Damn.
Mm. I already used that
Yeah.
rock, paper, scissors. Very sorry.
No.
Are you serious? You really used it for rock, paper, scissors? I thought you were
No, I
joking.
was just kidding. I was just kind
Jesus
of dumb. I was
Christ.
like, maybe I shouldn't use it, but I will
Oh
use
my
it.
God. All right. And
There's the
Rebecca
next
rolled a
attempt.
9, so that's not going to be enough, thankfully, for that one.
Yeah, you can thank me.
All right. Orla's turn.
I can hear the screaming probably getting louder, right?
Yeah. The panic screaming now.
Hear really
Um,
loud and then it just stops.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, oh hell no! I'm running in, and
Okay.
I guess I can. So
Oh, hell
that's
no.
40, 10, and then another 10. So I will use my action to dash, and I will get close to where Satina is.
Great. Wonderful. Nice. You can see one of them. Yeah, for sure.
All right, that's my turn.
You have a bonus action. If you have a bonus action spell.
No, I
Pierce
don't
can
think
hear
so.
all this. Pierce hears all this screaming and says, "Uh-oh." And he starts running in. And he's going to take a shot. Actually, he'll go here so he can get the angle. Yeah. Yvonne, do you want to roll the attack roll on this one?
Sure thing.
Give you some vengeance.
Oh, man. Ah,
What'd you get?
1.
Well, a 1's going to hit. I don't know why I made you roll the attack roll. I forgot these guys are so easy to hit.
Okay.
So the 1's going to hit, and let's see. 2, 6. So he's going to do a total of 17 points, which makes this one look pretty bad. Okay, cool. Byleth. Pierce also shouted something. I'm gonna kill all of you, motherfuckers. But you sense also that this is a spell. Byleth.
All right. If I were to cast Mage Hand, could I use it right away, or would that just be in the next action?
No, that's fine. But I mean, Mage Hand can't attack. You know that.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, but you're going to
thinking,
use it for a good berry or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll definitely work.
I feel bad.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Mage Hand, and then I'm gonna tell the hand or give the hand like a berry and say to it that they should put it in Cracker's mouth.
Okay. Yeah, you mush it up, and the mage hand just like the rest of you just watch as the spectral hand extends, floats over towards Cracker with a berry, and then just mashes it into her open, unconscious mouth. And Cracker, her eyes open, although she's still laying on the ground.
Yay.
Yeah. How do you feel?
I have a question. So if I'm -10 and a good berry restores 1 hit point,
There's no -10 in this game anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. Once you go to
I wake
0,
up.
you want it's a bit video gamey 5th edition.
Okay.
So you basically wake up and you're immediately able to operate at full capacity.
Oh, I'm liking this.
Yeah.
All right. So I wake up and I look at my great axe. I look at those 2 things. I feel like there's juice all over my face.
Yeah.
What happened? Why are there 2?
Some chia seeds in your mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Satina
Okay.
Fizzle.
Yerp, yerp, yerp. I'm gonna move closer, just a tad. I don't know how far I
Fireball
want
would get everybody.
Yes, but it would get everybody.
But it would get everybody.
Let's see.
Oh, just to be clear, Cracker is no longer raging.
Yeah.
And she is prone, so they would have advantage on melee attacks.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Byleth. Or sorry, Satina rather.
Yes, wrong wizard.
Me again?
I'm having a day. I'm just like ignoring Becca. You know.
Yeah.
I'm still hurt.
Oh, I wish I had prepared burning hands. I didn't realize I'd be so close. All right. I'm gonna do my favorite thing, and I'm gonna magic missile them.
Okay.
I'll do the one that's right. I'll do a 2nd level. So I have 4, and I'm gonna do 2 and 2 because they're right next to Cracker.
I gotta tell you, don't split your damage like that. It's not gonna do anything.
Okay, then I'll do it all on the one that's next to Cracker.
In real life, you definitely want to shoot as many different enemies as possible because if you hit one person in real life with a bullet, they're going to be disabled basically. But in the game, mechanically, you're better off killing off one enemy at a time.
Okay.
I'm just telling you how to be more effective. That's all.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay. You do what you do, you girl.
Yeah, I'll do all 4 on this one. Try and get it out.
All right.
So pew, 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 pew. Okay. So 9, 15.
All right. Yeah, all 4 of them hit. Well done.
Of course I do. I don't miss.
Not with magic missile, you don't. Yeah. Yeah. Looking good. All right. Delin, your turn.
Yeah. How much room is this in here?
How much what?
Room around me. Am I kind of
You're up against the outer layer of skin and you're surrounded by enemies, but other than that it's there's organs and stuff, but you can move around.
Pretty comfortable.
Snug. It's like your favorite hoodie in a cold day.
Yeah.
Except it's disgusting and not warm. And slimy.
But the one right in front of me is almost it's small, right? Takes not a lot of damage.
These 2 are half the normal size. This one's been injured. This one is also injured. But they don't look like neither of those 2 look like, even though the one that's half size, neither of them look like they're sort of bloodied, if you want to use that phrase.
Okay. I can't use a thunder wave in there. I'm going to rupture a acid sac or something. We are going to swim in acid. I'm just gonna do another produce flame on the one in front of me.
Or you could thunder wave the walls and get a way out, but that's not going to help you in the short term. Yeah, okay. You're gonna do. What are you gonna do? You're doing what?
Another produce flame on the one in front of me. That one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Go for it. Disadvantage this time.
Yeah. Sorry.
Ooh, that's a crit too. That's unfortunate. Okay, but that'll hit, and we're gonna take the damage from the first one, obviously minus the crit damage. So that actually will make it bloodied looking. It is significantly smaller. As in, it didn't cut in half, it just got shrank smaller because it's been burnt away. How's everybody doing on time? I know we're a bit over.
I'm
I don't
good.
Oh, I
mind.
didn't even notice.
I'm okay
Okay.
for a bit longer.
Okay, cool.
Um,
Sorry, Henrietta.
I'm gonna use since I did a cantrip, I'm going to cast Healing Word at level 3 on Cracker. So, oh
Nice.
my god, 9.
Wow.
Sucks, but sure.
Thank
All right.
you.
She's got
Something.
9 more hit points. Well done. Cracker's turn.
Well, I
Don't
stand
use
up.
your axe.
I know.
That just makes
I
it worse.
stand up and
Okay.
I don't know what to do. I'm kind of thinking anything I do is just going to cause more problems. Let's
Do you
see.
have any other weapons?
I do, and I'm going to try my warhammer. So I put my axe down and I grab my warhammer
Mm-hmm.
and I take a good swing. I'm not raging.
Okay.
I just got up and I forgot
don't
to
wanna
say I was
rage?
raging. Well, I do, but I already stood up and I didn't say I was going to.
Well, hang on a second.
Play roll.
Well, no, hang on. So, okay, fine. The roll is fine, but the rage,
Okay.
if you post it again, it's a bonus action, isn't it?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, hang on. It is a bonus action.
And,
sorry,
and
2 games.
standing up is just movement, by the way, so it doesn't cost
It's
any
just
actions.
movement. So okay, I always think there's part of the action economy. Okay. So then I am raging.
Okay.
I'm raging because I don't like putting my axe down anyway. So I'm
Right.
raging and I have to use this damn hammer.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. So okay, so you hit it. Well done, and you do significant amounts of damage. And it actually will splotch in half and just sort of collapses in a little puddle there of acid. You notice that your hammer is starting to smoke now, and it is corroding. It now has a -1 penalty to damage rolls.
Okay.
Permanent. You can change that to your damage modifier.
Okay.
All right. But this one is dead. This one is gone. This half of a pudding. Well done. This one will continue to attack Cracker. Let's see. But there's no disadvantage now because you're not reckless attacking. Laura, do you want to roll 1 attack roll, please?
It's a 7. I call important.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. All right. And yeah, Maddie, do you want to roll the attack roll on Delin
Sure.
for this one?
Let's see. That's a 5?
Yeah, so they both miss wildly.
Very good.
Well done. Orla?
Can I from here could I see this thing?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so then I will move just so I can actually see that thing that hasn't been hurt yet, and
Okay.
I'm going to cast Scorching Ray, and I'm going to cast all 3 rays at this thing.
Nice. This one, the wounded
Okay.
one.
No, on the unwounded one.
Oh, the
all 3.
unwounded one. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. So all 3 just like sort of sear into it. And the whole sort of intestinal tract just smells like burnt purple worm and desiccated moldy bits. Nice. Well done. And you think actually
That's my turn.
you did a fair amount of damage on that. Okay. And Pierce is going to move forward a little bit more Do you want to roll the attack there, Maddie?
It's a 7.
Yeah, so that's gonna hit. I don't know why I keep rolling attack. He's automatically gonna hit with his abilities. He's gonna roll okay. So he hits the one that he was aiming for before in front of Delin. It's looking pretty bad. Byleth?
I want to make this smell worse, and I saw that Satina, that her fire worked, so
Uh-huh.
I'm going
Mhm.
to attack. Think I'm going to attack this one. Wait.
The
This
one attacking Delin.
Yes. I want to
Okay.
attack the one attacking Dylan. With chromatic orb with fire.
Kill it with fire.
Hmm.
All right, that hits. And yeah, that is enough to destroy it. It burns away
Nice.
completely.
Yay!
Well done. One
Very
left.
nice.
Satina Fizzle.
Indeed.
Not
know
to
what
be
I'm gonna do?
outshone by the student.
Absolutely not. I'm going ham on this fucker.
I like ham.
Me too. And it might be a little bit of an overkill, to be honest.
Fireball.
No.
That would
No, I'm
definitely be
magic missiling.
overkill.
Yeah.
And that it would
no, I'm
kill
gonna magic
everyone.
missile. I'm gonna do it at the 3rd level though,
All right. Wow.
just to
That's a
ensure that it
fireball.
fucking dies.
All right. Go for it.
So that's 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, look at all those 4s.
Yeah. So how much was that
That's what,
altogether?
17.
17. Yeah. So that's going to finish that off. And it
Nice.
collapses as well.
I'm gonna like blow my finger like it's a gun.
Which nobody's ever seen, so nobody knows what your gesture means.
It's a new gesture that I came up with because when I do it, you have to have like the hand element, right?
Yeah.
Can't
And
see you in a
so
vision.
the pew. Exactly.
Very
Alright.
nice.
It's the somatic visual. Oh, somatic is verbal, isn't it? No.
Somatic is manual, some sort of. It doesn't have to be hands, but it usually is hands.
It's definitely hands.
Yeah.
So pew 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 pew.
Nice. Awesome.
And that's how I cast magic missile.
Okay.
Well, that was exciting. Shall we just finish this off and get the heck out of here? I don't like being in here any longer than I have to.
Agree.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Then
right.
Let's get out of here.
So, as you're rooting around, you see some sparkly bits of things in the light that is on Delin's shield. What was it on?
On me.
Not her armor. It
Oh.
can't be on a person or a creature.
Okay.
It has to be on an
She-
object.
she
But you
does
can
have-
wear the object, carry the object.
Probably my spear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the light from the spear is shining, and you can see little glittery bits in this bit here.
Shiny.
Careful, there's poison in the end of this thing.
Right.
Where's the end?
Down here.
Like,
I'm going to use my spear and kind of try and nudge the shiny. See if they are.
Okay. Yeah, let's have investigation rolls.
Oh, I'm so good at that. Investigation. 17. So not bad. Not shabby.
You see all kinds of interesting little bits of quartz and minerals, things that are hard to digest. Cole, you also find a large gem.
A pearl? Or not? Maybe.
Yeah, a gigantic oyster in the Underdark.
Yeah. I don't
Um,
know.
Pierce says, "Oh, this must be where the pearls can be found, but
Yeah.
looks
See.
like you found a gem instead." No, that doesn't look like a pearl. I think a pearl is much more valuable and rounder. But that looks like a
Well, what kind of gem would you like it to be?
A
Any
ruby.
particular type of gem? Any particular class of rock or gemstone?
A ruby. That's my call.
A diamond.
Because it's red.
Yeah, we could
One
use
d
diamonds.
roll a 1d6, and if it's a 1, it'll be the diamond that you want.
Ooh.
Otherwise, it's
Oh,
there you go.
that's one.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
You have found a diamond.
Now, I'm not an expert, but I think that's worth several hundred gold pieces.
Oh, hopefully. I'm gonna pocket
Very
it.
cool.
All right.
Yes. And when she's old enough and good enough, Orla is going to get it.
When I'm worthy.
Yeah, when you're worthy.
Yes, and just to make sure you mark this correctly, this diamond is a 300 GP diamond. I wouldn't
Oh.
normally tell you this now, but
Mm.
it is important that you keep track of it and you know it.
Yep.
For the
But-
spell.
I'm not keeping it yet, so
Nope, I have.
No.
I have
Yep.
to see if you're worthy first.
Okay.
Well, we're very close to the stinger. Should we give it a try?
Well, sure, why not?
Sure.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Well,
But
Do-
before we do that,
I was just thinking maybe I should try to do it, Cracker. You don't look too hot, and I don't have a
Yeah.
lot of spells left. So I'm not feeling too shabby, so I can try, and I also have a potion of poison resistance that I can take before I try.
I help. I'm
Yeah, I-
resistant.
Oh, you're resistant. Then you do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a dwarf now.
Yeah, true. You do it.
Get up there, girl.
You go.
Okay, this is my chance. It's my time to shine.
Yeah, your time to shine.
Finally.
Orla, help her. Give her some guidance.
okay.
Yeah. Roll your perception check to see if you avoid the mold.
Okay, I'm giving guidance.
14.
Okay, yeah, you sidestep all the mold. No thanks to the guidance. You did it on your own, all on your own because you're a big girl.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Well
a
done.
big girl now.
As you're digging around, before you get to the actual stinger, you find another body.
The fuck is that? Yeah.
Pierce says,
What is that? I've never seen a body like that before.
So it's not like an Underdark thing?
Nope, it is not an Underdark thing.
I don't think so. I mean, it could be that it's from someplace else. I mean, you're from someplace else, aren't you?
Yes. I'm gonna think back to like all of the things that I've read and the paintings that I've seen to see if I recognize it
Yeah.
from anything like that.
Can I kind of think back on stories that was told in the
Sorry.
military about creatures that kind of look funky?
Well,
Local
you
legend.
know, yeah. Let's all have history checks, the two of you.
Okay, history.
What? I have a +6 and I got a fucking 8. Are you kidding me?
13. So
Well, you don't recognize it for sure. It doesn't look like anything that you recognize from any of the lore that you're aware of for the Faerun or the planet of Toril, even. But as you know, there are planes and planets and worlds that none of you have ever visited, and even some of the most well-versed scholars are unaware of. And this could be from anywhere.
True.
It's an alien.
Neat.
That's what I said.
You should see if it has any gold on it. While I look on and get the
Does
The
it have
poison.
any clothes? It looks naked.
As you feel around, there is an orifice that you stick your
Ew.
hand into that is
Mm.
slimy, and you extract a little hard. It's like a kind of a flexible shell. It's hard to describe. You've never met a material like this before. It's got a black stripe along it. It feels a bit like bone, maybe, but it's hard to tell.
I'm gonna introduce Dallin to credit.
Yeah.
And lying next to that, you notice is a hard, long, oblong,
Oh,
heavy device.
Oh my God.
Oh, pew pew.
And a
Give it to
metal
Cracker.
canister about the size of about Cracker's palm. It's got little metal needles in it.
I kind of want to take the metal thing and look into the hole at the end. To
Into
see
the
if-
hole?
Yeah,
Oh, right, yeah.
and see if anything
You-
comes
you-
out.
Do you try to pull anything, try to move any of the parts on the larger bit?
And that is how Dallin died.
Yeah. I don't know what you do when you find something like that. You're going to try and look inside it, see if it holds anything special, right?
Yeah, and you'll try to move things, see if
Yeah.
anything moves. If you can, and maybe it's a container. You can open it up.
Yeah,
So you
we have no
you
idea
push
that
things,
it's a weapon.
you push things, you pull things. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We should have it'd be nice if we had like an artificer.
Give
Like-
yourself an attack
Mhm.
roll.
Just a
I'm gonna give
D20.
yourself. I'm gonna give you advantage because you're up close,
oh, thank
aiming
you.
at your head.
I really
aiming at your
appreciate it.
face. There you go. See, I'm generous. There you go.
That's
Well,
bad.
in this case, it's gonna be good enough, and you're gonna shoot yourself in the forehead.
Oh,
It does 10 points of piercing damage
ah,
as it grazes your forehead.
Oh my god, are you
Oh.
okay?
yeah. Don't push this button thingy or something sharp came out of the hole in the end. Don't do that.
Okay.
That.
Okay.
Pierre
Like-
says,
Wow, that is very impressive. That is very loud, and that seems to do a lot of damage. Wow,
It
you're lucky
did.
to
how
be
close was-
alive.
Henrietta, where was Dallin standing when she was messing with the gun?
I don't know. I probably came up to
"Oh yeah,
here or something.
that's a good. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's all roll an attack roll. See if anybody else got hit."
I mean, like that, and it's definitely gonna have an effect because it's loud as shit.
It goes through you can see that it went through whatever this carcass is made of, and little bits of goo are dripping from where it exited the purple worm carcass.
It went through. Oh, that's
Hey.
cool.
Hey, there's another one of those little canisters.
And he picks up another one,
That
and he
is
slides
crap.
slides out one of the metal needle bits.
Oh, this thing looks full. Hmm.
Don't look at down the end. Just and don't push.
Oh, he means a small metal canister that seems to go in this big canister.
Oh. Is that what hit me? Maybe? I don't know.
It's well, you don't know. I mean, you didn't see it. It just something just sort of hit you in the face.
Well, that looks like the sting up front. Who wants to give it a go? Then we can get the heck out of here. This place gives me the creeps.
I'm going to put the metal thing in my backpack
Okay.
and the card.
And I'm gonna go to the stinger.
I want to find out what the card is, but I'm going to be really careful this time. Never know.
Mhm.
You think it goes into the big one.
Oh,
All right.
Right.
Wow, this is so loud. All right, so go ahead and give me a. Is it too loud?
A
No.
little bit.
Oh, I think I turned
Let's
down
see.
my.
yeah,
volume.
I
Yeah, I
did too
turned it down.
last time.
It should set to the original. It should set to the last volume set. All right, this is ridiculous. Okay. Cool. Let's have one final survival roll. Who's going to do it?
It would be me.
Yeah.
The
All
survival
right.
is not my strong suit. Do this.
Well, the worst thing that can happen is
Ciao.
you die.
And a
Well,
D4.
And a
Yeah. That one.
D4. 15.
Okay. Yes, that one explodes in your face.
Oh,
Oh, gross.
Let's have a Constitution saving throw with advantage for poison.
Heard that. 21.
no,
Okay.
I-
You get splattered with poison. You do manage to avoid some of the penetrating damage. So you take 10 points of poison damage.
Okay. It hits my ward, so I'm good.
Okay.
I love that ward.
Well,
Ah.
I think you could try a couple more times, but that's about all that's going to be available in this one.
Okay.
Okay, hold on a second.
Okay.
I am going to, since we're almost done here, I am going to cast Enhance ability on you. So you have advantage now. Also,
For what?
wisdom.
Sick.
If she's going to try again,
On the perception side of things?
on wisdom. So survival and
okay.
perception, and
Okay.
Yep.
Smart.
I can
Cuckoo.
post it again.
Onwards.
All right. So you have a
Advantage on wisdom checks.
okay, advantage on wisdom checks. Yep. Go for it.
Okay. Another survival?
Yeah. Or two,
Okay,
even if
dope.
you want.
I'm just
Although-
back.
Jesus.
Oh, son of a bitch. 10 and 11.
Keep exploding. It's like every time I got it.
Oh no.
Sorry, guys.
Two more Constitution saves, please.
Will do. See, there's one. That's a 9. And then
Ooh,
there's a 17.
okay.
It's an 8 and 17. You don't have that advantage on that.
Yeah.
I do.
Ooh,
Because of the
Ah,
resistance.
Yeah, because of the poison.
You
Yeah.
take 32 points of combined poison damage from those
Oh.
two last explosions.
Oh my.
Ow.
Wow.
Are you still alive?
I am still alive. Okay, so you said 32, right? I have to
Yes.
do math. Give me a
On
moment.
top of the 10 already. So you've taken 42 points just now.
Yerp. 32 minus 5 is 27. So that's disabled. And then
Say what?
5. My ward.
Oh, right. Okay.
So yeah, I'm Gucci.
Okay. Right. So you've got taken 27 points of poison damage. You don't feel well. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, well, that wasn't very successful, but it was a good try. Now let's get the
Sorry.
heck on out of here.
Yes, please. Are we going to
Now
bring
who-
the rat folk? I put those in my backpack.
Including the alien body?
Not the body, but the card and the shiny metal thing.
Okay. Well, you guys can get out. you've collected your goodies. You've taken some interesting. You've had some interesting experiences.
Yes. That we have.
To say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Was that successful?
Was that successful? It's like
Yeah.
if you have to ask.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wasn't too bad.
maybe not as successful as we'd like, but still not terrible.
Well, we
We
got
didn't
Too bad.
die.
the pheromone.
More than once.
Yeah. We got
Yeah.
the pheromone, 4 of them, and we got some blood, 2 vials,
Mm-hmm.
and
teeth.
we got some acid
Mm-hmm.
And some teeth.
and some teeth.
And some teeth.
Mhm.
You marked down
And a
the
body?
acid and stuff, right, Cracker?
Yeah.
Ivan?
Yep.
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 So
And a body and a few odds and ends, something that does some weird, loud, noisy damage.
yep, I'm going to do it when we are sneaking around. I'm going to use that. I feel like that's the way to go.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, that was fun. I hope you guys had
was.
as much fun as I did.
Yeah.
Yes, nice.
Very much.
Yeah, it was good.
I forgot to take notes
Very
from
cool.
when we
You
entered.
forgot to take notes.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I also have to take notes.
Yeah, so I have to.
I have
Well-
some notes.
Write your notes down now
Going
before you
gross.
forget.
Yep. I
Yep.
have to.
All right. Well, folks, have a lovely week. I'll see you guys
You
next
too.
Sunday.
Yep.
Okay.
Hoping that won't happen.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same
no
here.
kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks. Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi.
Bye.